I'm Susan Rupe, Managing Editor at Insurance Newsnet. I've been a working journalist since I was 18, and I got started in a very unusual way. When I was in high school, our local newspaper in Johnstown, Pennsylvania sponsored a writing contest among all the high school newspapers in the region. My teacher sent in an article that I had written, and it was the winning entry. So my prize was a paid internship at the Lewistown Sentinel, and I continued to work there while I was attending Shippensburg University. You find that when you work in media that people in media tend to pair off with each other. I can think of at least a dozen couples who got together at the Sentinel. We're one of them, still together. I worked in newspapers for about 15 years, but when our family relocated to the Harrisburg area because of my husband's job, I needed to do something else. So I replied to an ad for a communications director at an organization called PALU, Pennsylvania Association of Life Underwriters. Today it's known as NAIFA Pennsylvania. It's part of the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. I was hired there, and that's where I really came to learn the life and health insurance business, and really happy that I get to continue working in that field here at Insurance Newsnet. But something that I really am interested in and focusing on these last few years is helping to raise money and raise awareness for Shriners Children's Hospitals through establishing a Walk for Love in the Harrisburg area, and I've made some local TV appearances. We really want to see children live their best and healthiest lives. A big part of my job is to manage the daily operations of the magazine and also to develop content for the magazine and the website. People often ask me, isn't writing about insurance boring? And I always reply, insurance is not boring. Insurance touches every aspect of our lives, and it impacts every business and every entity out there. There's nothing more important than protecting a family's financial future or protecting a business. And I have a lot of respect for what it is that our readers do day in and day out. I always like to hear somebody tell the story of how an insurance or financial professional saved the day for a client. And one of them that really jumps out is he had an elderly widowed client who he had worked with the woman's husband, and then after the husband died, he worked with her. And one day she was driving on the interstate and her car died, and she didn't know who to call or what to do, so she called the advisor. And he arranged to have this car towed, found out that nobody had put oil in the car because her husband had always taken care of this, and the car was a loss. She needed to replace it. She didn't know what to do. So he sat down with her and he said, you have this asset that you could sell, and you have this this investment that you could pull some money out of. So he helped her buy a new car. He really saved the day for that woman, and don't think that she didn't recommend him to all of her friends. I really believe that at Insurance Newsnet, we want to give our readers the tools they need to serve more clients and run their practices more effectively. I've been working among life and health insurance agents for more than 20 years, and I really appreciate what it is they do. We want to give them the how-to and the what next, and give them what they need to know so that they can be more successful and help make us the publication of choice for insurance and financial professionals.